guys, Dan back again with another video. And today we are back with another 4 episodes of Psycho Pass. We're doing episodes 5 to 8. And it's been a while. It's been like 3 weeks probably. Yeah, I I had to rewatch everything, like I said, it's been long enough to where I might not have been in the loop, you know what I mean? I that's why I rewatched everything. And yeah, I just rewatched episode 5 or episode 4, the one that we ended on. And yeah, really crazy ending. I was actually not massive on that episode. I don't think it was anything crazy, but no, the ending made it worth it. Oh my god, that scene where he just choked the life out of her was insane. And yeah, we're at a really interesting point in the series. Obviously, Shogo, thank god I have the names right here. I can just yeah, you guys know how I am with names. But yeah, we met Shogo. Yeah, I was not expecting to see him for a long time, to be honest. I thought we were gonna see him maybe towards the end of the series or something. We would have a full circle moment, you know what I mean, because we obviously started with that scene in episode 1 where Kogami and Shogo were facing off pretty much. So yeah, one thing that I do want to mention is, I think it was it was like towards the end of episode 2. Kogami was basically, talking about how he still has, unfinished business and stuff, he still has something to do. So I'm assuming that's what that is, because it seems like they're, oh man, I can't wait for that to happen, the face-off. That's gonna be insane, man. That's gonna be so badass. But no, yeah, obviously we have more, immediate problems. He has someone working for him, and it seems like I don't know what they're trying to accomplish, but we're gonna have to see what we can do. Obviously episode 3 was really intense as well. We had the episode where where Kogami, basically just was super badass. Towards the end he obliterated the the guy. That was insane. And yeah, pretty massive cliffhanger. That's why I asked you guys, and yeah, that's that was the episode where it was recommended to cut off. This time I obviously did not ask or anything. I kind of just, I don't know, it kind of just seems right. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but it just seems right to do 5 to 8. And yeah, I managed to get the full series, so that's great. These files should be good. I checked the previous ones and they're really good. The files are awesome, so that's great. Yeah, from here on out we're gonna be able to do these in great quality, and just in general, the files are great. So I'm happy about that. And yeah, let's jump into this. I think I should have time to do 4. I can at least do 3, maybe not 4, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't have the titles for these. That's just how it is. I probably should just, I don't know. I might just look at them, before I jump into it. But no, let's get into this in 3, 2, 1, and play. One second. Completely forgot to plug in my headphones. There you go. Alright. Now, let's jump into this in 3, 2, 1, and play. There you go.
I'm so sorry.
You seem to think those words
Oh
actually
yeah, we're
mean
still in
something,
this,
so I'll
yeah,
explain it to
the
you like
virtual
this.
world, basically.
If sorry was enough, we wouldn't even need the police, would we?
It's true.
After the complete outrage your people managed to cause, you still let Talisman get away. Seriously, I don't know what the hell I was thinking cooperating with the police.
But still, there's not a single doubt that Talisman is guilty of a really serious crime. Didn't you offer to help us because you felt like you couldn't just turn a blind eye to that fact?
Who do you think I am? I'm Spooky Boogie, the notorious anarchist.
That name, yeah, I
I've
didn't
slipped
even
up
mention
once,
that,
but
but
under no
what a
circumstances
silly name
will
that
I
was.
ever act as your agent again.
But I...
Sounds like it might have put a dent in your friendship.
Well,
Sure.
we were just in the same
There's no
graduating
friendship
class
anymore,
together.
unfortunately.
I actually don't even know who she is.
Yeah,
You recorded that whole
that would have been nice
conversation,
to.
right?
What? Yeah, of course.
Alright. I might skip this, I don't know. I'm gonna skip it. It's really cool. I love this intro so much, but I mean, you know, we've already seen it like 4 times, so actually 3, because yeah, it was not in episode 1, was it?
Talisman Saloons packed wall to virtual
Nobody knows
wall
your face.
guests as
Okay, that's
usual. Yet
see,
another busy
look
day
at those
for the
files,
ghost of
you know, even the
Kimihiko
titles, that's
Hayama,
great.
doling out advice without a care in the world.
The guy knows the CID is onto him, and he's not bothering to hide. He's even making speeches about the raid.
Yep, he's
It's time
just,
we figure out just what his game
he's
is.
just
Is he
not
trying
even
to
caring.
convince the world that Kimihiko Hayama's still alive?
Seems like he'd at least make a withdrawal or two from Hayama's bank account if he was trying to cover it up.
Do you think his only goal here could be hijacking Hayama's avatar?
There's gotta be an easier way of going about that. Unless he murdered him just for the fun of it.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't try so hard to understand the criminal mind, Gino. You'll wind up with us.
It's just too bad you never bothered to take your own advice, Kogami.
Man, I love when this interact. It's so,
Even if
it's
he's
so
doing
tense.
this just for kicks, he's no fool. He knew he was bound to arouse suspicion eventually.
Of course.
There's no way he
I
could
feel like he's
attack the
doing it on
hollow
purpose
cosplay on the
to
spur of the moment. He was
have
prepared
attention.
for the chance he was walking into a trap.
We've got no choice but to teach him a lesson if he thinks he can outsmart us. Alright, Shion, I want you to trace all of Talisman's access routes. He's bound to slip up and lead us right to him.
You think it'll be that easy? I mean, the guy's obviously pretty sure of his ability to hide his tracks. He wouldn't be popping in and out of
Yeah,
forums
no,
if
I
he
don't
wasn't
think- he
confident
knows what he's
won't
doing.
Get caught.
So we should just sit around to do nothing.
No, but I think we might have a better option for getting a lead on him. Not only
Alright.
that, I want to look into something else.
Okay.
Well, that's fine then. Suit yourself. But we're still putting a trace on his access routes.
I just can't understand this avatar stuff. What's the point of a virtual world?
I know, right?
I mean,
So
what's
many
wrong
people
with
ask
the real
about that.
world? Why can't these people just go out and talk in person?
Spoken like a true technophobe. You've heard of an endangered species, Mr. Masaoka.
I was
Look
just
at it
about to
this
say
way.
that.
Using the net is no different than using a knife for cooking or a pen for writing. It's just another helpful tool for our lives. It's not
Exactly.
good or bad. Simply enough, it's just
Yeah, I mean,
there,
I
so
don't
we
know.
accept it and use it.
Well,
Yeah, it depends
I
on how
like
you
how
use
you
it,
explain
but
things. You'd make a good teacher.
You really
Ah.
think so?
Are you familiar with Rousseau?
Rousseau.
The philosopher?
yeah.
That's right. Specifically, his work, A Discourse on Inequality.
Oh, hold on a sec. I'll just look it up real fast.
There's no need for that. I've got the whole thing stored right
Oh,
up
really?
here.
Well, that's
For
great.
instance, suppose there are 2 hunters in the woods. Now they both want the same thing, so should they hunt separately for rabbits?
Or the same.
Or should they work together and go after bigger prey? Which decision strikes you as the better option?
Well, the latter, of course. That's basic
yeah,
game theory.
I-
It's always best to work together.
Precisely.
always, but
Humans
sure.
are social creatures by nature. Language, artwork, currency, telephones. Almost everything you can think of is a communication
It's
tool
true.
meant to strengthen that social nature, to help bring us together. Now, do you believe the net fulfills that purpose? That's the question.
Well, yeah, I think it does.
Ooh, that's kind of intriguing. I'd be
Yeah.
happy to offer you some assistance. A PSP bureaucrat? In debt to little old me could come in handy. Ooh, happy to offer you some assistance. If sorry was enough, we wouldn't even need the police, would we? Seriously. I don't know what the hell I was thinking cooperating with the police.
There it is.
You have something?
I don't know what the hell I was thinking cooperating with the police.
Her choice of words is different. She says PSB at first, and then she says the police.
Couldn't that be a coincidence?
Maybe, but let's run a search through as many of her past logs as we can.
Okay. Yeah, which one's more, yeah.
That's what I thought. Going by this, you could count all the times Spooky Boogie used the word police on one finger.
Oh, really?
You were speaking with a different person this morning.
Uh-huh.
You were speaking with the murderer. That means he's now controlling 2 avatars that we know.
Oh god, yeah, that's true.
According to the
He
tracking,
has
the
control
Talisman
over
Avatar
one.
is being operated from here. This apartment. Door breach.
Here we go.
Oh, shit!
Well, you managed to make it out, it seems like. Good lord.
It's always
oh yeah,
bound to be
here he
terrible
is. Here's
news
the
whenever I get
guy.
a call from you.
Well, you might like this. Looks like
It
some
went
hunting
off.
dogs got caught in the
Yep,
trap.
it went off.
That
I
is
wouldn't say they
good
got caught, but you know.
I can get you as many replacement proxy servers as you need me to. As long as you still plan on continuing.
Of course I do. It's my duty, after all.
Well, you are
This
Mr.
guy.
Makishima's favorite, but a word to the wise.
What the hell is. What
Just
the
make sure
hell?
you don't screw up.
Oh, this is about to get hella disturbing, isn't it? This is about to get so disturbing. You alright, man?
How the hell are you two not injured?
Jeez, we'll make sure to die
made it
next
out.
time.
Maybe you should learn to duck a little faster.
What is it?
We've discovered a second victim. The user behind Spooky Boogie. We searched through Inspector Tsunemori's class records and narrowed it down to people who earned affiliate income. Shoko Sugawara, 20 years old.
Yep.
The murder took place in her home in the exact same manner as Hayama's. We found some of her remains in the sewer,
okay.
and yet her avatar is just as lively as it ever was. The estimated time of death is before dawn. They must have killed her shortly after the raid last night.
Let's
Yep.
rendezvous at the office and reassess our plans with Shion. If things keep up like this, he'll have us right in the palm of his hand.
It's true.
Shit.
This is all my fault. She got involved in this because of me.
Don't talk like that.
But it's
Yeah,
true,
here
it's
we
my
go.
fault. She's dead because I...
Did you use Shoko as a decoy? Was that your purpose in accepting her help?
No,
Did you coerce her to cooperate?
no,
Did you leak any of her information to the suspect?
no.
Then what exactly is your
Yeah.
fault?
Well, yeah, but she got murdered.
Yeah, and if we'd managed to catch the suspect last night, then Shoko Sugawara wouldn't have had to die. So we're all responsible for that. Let's
true,
stay
but
focused
she's
on
gonna
not
feel
making the same
responsible
mistake
for
a
it.
second time. Let's catch this guy.
Simply put,
Fuck yeah.
it's the only thing we can do to help
Exactly.
the victims rest in peace.
It's true.
Looks like I've stumbled across another Phantom Forum.
Oh.
Rainy Blue, hosted by
Rainy Blue.
Melancholia. It's registered to an 82-year-old man, but only
Oh,
because
really?
his grandson begged the cadre to let him use his personal info to create it. But the grandson got into an accident a little over a year ago. Yuichi Tokito, 14 years old. But of course, his avatar is still kicking around the net, just
Yep.
like the kid had never
Pretty
died.
cool design.
The grandfather doesn't even know how to sign into the social networks. On top
Yeah,
of
that's
that,
not
he just
surprising.
assumed the affiliate income he was receiving was part of his pension.
Rainy Blue is big too. It's a popular community.
Man, is anyone alive on the internet?
Is it even possible to simultaneously operate multiple avatars like that?
It's not too
mean-
uncommon for an experienced heavy user, right?
The most remarkable aspect of this is the suspect's performance. 3 stolen avatars. Nobody suspects anything strange at all. In fact, he's made them more popular than they were in the first place.
Exactly.
Tens of thousands of users, and not one of them has noticed that he's a fake.
It's because it doesn't matter if he's fake or real. These avatars are idols to them. They're icons. Icons don't become icons of their own will. They're like projections. Neither Hayama nor Sugawara established their popular status on their own. Talisman and Spooky Boogie are just as much a creation of their fans' idolization, what their fans wanted them to be. The truth of a person behind the icon is rarely the same as the truth of the icon itself.
Of course.
It's not too surprising that a fan could do a better job than the actual user at delivering what the fans expect. They know what they want.
Exactly, yeah.
So you think this guy was originally a fan?
They're just going based off what they want.
Melancholia, Talisman, and Spooky Boogie. He knows each one of these characters inside and out, and he can imitate them perfectly. This kind of behavior is clearly driven by the enthusiasm of a fan.
Great, how do we find him? With all 3 of these avatars, we've got to be talking about thousands upon thousands of fans to sort through.
We can narrow things down. We'll start with the Talisman avatar first. Bring up his top 100 fans, all of his most frequent visitors. Draw up a graph of their time spent there per day. Isolate it to around the time of Kimihiko Hayama's death.
Okay.
Looks like it was more valleys than peaks around that period. The commune field attendance was pretty low then.
That's right around when Talisman's reputation was starting to sour. But then it makes an almost full recovery on this day 2 months ago.
Okay.
And Hayama was dead by that point. Talisman had already been hijacked.
But there were still some regulars that stopped coming to the commune field even though his popularity was back on the upswing. It's these drop-off rates that are the key. Check the traffic stats for Rainy Blue around the time Tokuto died. The same with Spooky Boogie's commune field, but check the day before yesterday. There should be one user who shows the same pattern.
Okay.
I see. We're pinpointing the suspect's own avatar.
Yeah, exactly. Once the suspect managed to hijack the victim's avatars, he no longer had any reason to visit their commune fields with his own avatar.
How's it look? Any matching activity?
There's only one person with those stats.
Really? Would you look at that?
Mito, 27 years old, works at a
Would
virtual
you look at
sports
that?
management
That's
company.
him.
He hasn't had a psychopath hue check since a routine scan 4 years ago.
4 years
We
ago,
don't even have
wow.
a record of a single street scanner picking him up.
Whoa.
He must have plotted out his
Well, that's
daily routine
suspicious,
around
yeah.
specific routes that avoided street scanners.
Exactly.
A pretty good sign that he's got something to hide, huh?
Put a trace on his recent access records.
One step ahead of you. His last access was just a few minutes ago, from a Fleabag budget hotel in Roppongi, the Minato ward, and his home address is in the same ward.
Inspector Tsunemori, you've got the hotel room. Take Kogami and Masayoka with you.
Yes, sir.
I'll head over and check out his home address with Kagari and Kunizuka.
This music, too.
Let me remind you how dangerous this guy is. Not only
Yeah,
can
no,
he
it's no
crack
joke.
code, he can handle explosives.
Yep.
Don't let your guard down.
Nice. Alright, we're just doing this straight up. I thought this was gonna take
Drinking
a while,
on the
but
job?
Heavy-duty booze is the most effective tool there is
Sure,
for
sure,
handling
sure.
illegal holograms.
Yep, you'll find it useful once you turn 21.
hey, nice.
MWPSB, Masatake Mito, we demand to see your psychopaths at once. Come out with your hands up.
Here he is. Whoa, what the hell?
What's going on here?
He's apparently got a talent for cracking interior holography as well.
Whoa, that's trippy. What the hell?
Go!
He just got by real quick. What the hell?
What do we do?
Go!
Nice work, man. That was smart. Nice work. keep going.
Must be on a pain-inhibiting drug.
Yep.
He's not gonna go far with that wound.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Team box him in.
Good lord.
Welcome
Well,
home,
we-
Nito. We're glad
Wow,
you're back.
he made it.
Welcome home.
Holy shit.
Welcome home. I made it.
Yep, he did.
I'm okay now that I'm home. You're all eternal.
This is so fucked.
Freed from physicality. Released from the chains of your users. And substantiated by collective
Jesus.
intelligence. You're the embodiment of Plato's theory of forms. No one could look down on you. You stand above all life. And I swear I won't let anyone tarnish your nobility. I swear.
Fucking hell.
I'll protect you no matter what the cost might be. Thank you, Mito. Thank you, Mito. Thank you very much, Mito. There was a time when each of you provided me with guidance.
But now, with the three of you by my side, I'll provide guidance. I'll guide the entire world. You're all eternal.
I was just about to say, when is he gonna come in? I was waiting for him to... Holy shit, is he just gonna...
That's nice and all. But don't you
Oh,
think you
what
could have
the
tried
fuck?
a little harder, Mito?
That
Maybe
is
done a
so
better job?
fucked.
How is this happening? How are you?
Oh, he's gonna lose it.
There's
He's gonna
something that
lose
I'm
it.
searching for. Something I'm quite eager to know, and I did whatever it took to succeed at this task.
I'm curious. Have you read any Shuji Teriyama?
What? Teriyama?
You should check him out. Read his play, Saraba Eiga Yo. All of the characters are agents for somebody else, and all of the agents communicate through avatars. It's layers upon layers upon layers.
Are you... Makishima?
You have an impressive knowledge of various avatars.
Sure
Imitate
you
them
do.
perfectly. You can become anyone, which made me curious about who you actually are. Does such a chameleon have a
Man, this
personality?
guy's insane, man. Holy shit.
Once I asked, I had to know. That's why I helped you.
Exactly, he baited you.
Stop! Stop it! Give them back! Stop speaking in their voices!
Sorry.
But we're approaching the inevitable end. No more ideas left
shit,
for you
this is
tomorrow.
insane.
I'm afraid you'll have to come up with your own original way to die, if you can even do that.
You bastard! Why are you...
You can portray any character you desire, just
Fucking
right
hell.
into their being. But it turns out that you yourself are nobody.
Oh my god.
Your personality is a complete and total blank. It's empty. You don't even have a face of your own. And that's how you were able to do it. You simply slid
Holy
any
shit,
mask
this
you
is
could find
insane.
into that blank void.
Shut up! Stop it!
It's time to say goodbye, Masatake Mito.
The hunting dogs are at your door, and they've come bearing death.
Enforcement mode. Legal eliminator. Trigger safety now released. Aim carefully and eliminate the target.
Jesus. There's the thing again from episode 1, the... Fucking hell.
All clear.
He's the only one here, right? Looks
Sure.
like it.
Well, then who
He
the hell
was
was he
the- or-
screaming at?
Yeah, I was about to say. No, it was a minute ago. He was not the only one.
Gotta say, he did quite well this time.
Yeah, you should
I
be
can't
happy,
really
but
take any credit.
yeah.
Mr. Kogami figured it all out. It's incredible how he was able to get
Yeah,
inside
no, I
Mito's
was
head
gonna
and predict his
compliment that. Yeah.
actions.
That's just how enforcers are. They
Sure.
can do that because they've got the same psychological profile as the criminals.
But Mr. Kogami comforted me after Shoko's death, and he encouraged me. I know he's classified as a latent criminal, but I have trouble believing he has the same mind as a maniac like Mito.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
just don't see it.
Fulfilling your duties as an inspector is the only thing you should think about. Draw a hard line between you and the enforcers.
Is that an ironclad rule for this job? Protocol?
No. But it's the rule I live by. I used to have a partner, but I lost him due to a mistake he made. A mistake I couldn't stop him from making. And I don't want to see the same thing happen to you.
Alright. I wonder who that was.
That's from
Wow.
the personnel department. Delete it when you're done with it.
Would you look at that?
Shinya Kogami, Enforcer, male, 28 years old, former inspector.
Yep.
What?
While investigating the previously unsolved MWPSB Special Case 102, Enforcer Kogami's crime coefficient rapidly increased. Despite repeated warnings, he prioritized the investigation over treatment. His crime coefficient deviated from the regulated value, and he was demoted to Enforcer.
Oh shit. Okay. I think the outros are new, right? Like, I can barely even hear myself right now, but I think they're new. I'll play the outros, yeah. Because they might be new, so. Look at that, look how beautiful it is. Hey, that thing on the shoulder, that's cool. I guess I just never noticed that. I don't even know what to call it, the thing from episode 2, you guys know, the thing that, helped her out, on the shoulder. Okay, that was interesting. That was cool to, get that, get that backstory, you know what I mean, to learn. That's interesting because, I said it earlier on in the episode, their interactions were always really intense. It was clear that they had, history together, you know what I mean? Something happened between them, so that's interesting to, find that out. I don't think she's gonna look at him the same way. I don't think, as a viewer, I don't think we're gonna look at him the same way, but yeah, that was a great episode. Yeah, so he used him. He literally just used him, and yeah, this Shogo guy, holy shit, man, he is, it's pretty clear that he is, he's the main villain, you know what I mean? He's the ultimate villain of the series, he is a mastermind. I don't even think, yeah, that's, you can't even argue against that, he really knows what he's doing. He used the guy, I forgot his name, but I doubt we're gonna see him again, so it doesn't really matter. He used him, he used his knowledge of, the virtual world and everything, and, you can't blame him. He was pretty intelligent, obviously it was fucked up, though. Good lord, the poor guy, yeah, that was just hard to watch, and, we got the the good old, implosion that we got in episode 1. The one in episode 1 was, that was like, I highly doubt they can top that. That just looked insane. But, that one was, the one that we just got was cool too. I really enjoy the conversations that, everyone has with Akane. I think the way they're treating her is really, it's nice, you know what I mean? I think they're treating her well, and they're actually doing a good job at, trying to help her and explain everything and put everything into perspective and everything. So I do think they're treating her well. Even Kogami in this episode, like she said, he was talking to her, trying to, comfort her and everything, and, she was surprised, you know what I mean, because, obviously him being a criminal, him thinking that way and, you know, saying the things that he did to her was surprising because, you know, like she said, you know, she was surprised that he has that, you know, the thought process of just any person, you know, but, you know, as a criminal, you know, she was talking about how he probably would not have that thought process, you know what I mean? So that's why she was confused, and obviously, yeah, we probably got an explanation. Obviously, you know, he trusted her as well, which is you know, great to see, you know what I mean, to not tell anyone about that, to, you know, like he said, you know, to just close it pretty much right away. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say. Yeah, it seems like this is just gonna, you know, keep going on. I mean, yeah, they don't know. They don't know about Shogo. You know what I mean? He's doing pretty well to stay undercover. You know what I mean? He used the guy to get suspicion out of them, and then, I mean, he got away. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, that's gonna be interesting to see how that develops. I'm not really sure what he's gonna do next, but I guess we'll see. You know, I guess he's just gonna keep using different criminals, I guess. You know, I'm not sure, but yeah, let's just jump into the next one. I don't have much to say. I said everything that I wanted to say. I'm loving this show. It's such an amazing show. You know, even in the beginning, I love this is the last thing I'll talk about. I love the conversation about the virtual world and everything, and, you know, how certain people, you know, and, you know, obviously they talked about how, you know, what's his name, is it, I think it's Masaoka, right? Yes. He was talking about how, you know, how why anyone would even want to, you know, live in a virtual world, you know, compared to the real world, you know what I mean? And he was talking about how, you know, isn't the real world good enough, you know what I mean? Why do people need to, you know, live in a virtual world? But, you know, it's definitely, you know, more complicated than that, you know what I mean? A lot of people are not happy with their lives, and, you know, that's something that they can do to, you know, basically live in a world where they are happy. And of course, you know, it's not real, so, you know, it's not, you know, healthy to live like that. But, you know, I just appreciate how, you know, they're exploring that, you know what I mean? I appreciated that conversation, and, you know, I appreciate how, you know, Akane's so sweet, by the way, man. She's great, you know. And, you know, I think that's another reason why they're treating her that way, you know what I mean? Because she treats them really well, and, you know, she's always super nice and sweet to them. So, you know, obviously they're gonna try their best to be as kind as possible to her, and, you know, treat her really well. Also, at certain parts of that episode, I couldn't even hear myself because it was so loud. But yeah, let's jump into episode 6 in 3, 2, 1, and play. Whoa. Is this another criminal? I'm assuming it is.
You're moving too fast. What is your current location?
I can't find Hound 4, Sasayama. What's going on?
Whoa, this is the backstory. We're just straight up getting it right after. Holy shit. Interesting.
I'm bringing Sasayama back. Sasayama.
Jesus. Holy sh. Wow, he just straight up. Holy fuck. Yeah, that fucked him up. I mean, that literally is traumatic. Oh my god. Holy shit, I was not expecting that to... Wait, what those... Okay, I was about to say it's not moving. Okay, yeah, there you go. I was not expecting that. Literally right after we got a return of this.
Looks like she's working hard.
Oh, this
Due to
episode's
her
gonna be insane. I can already tell.
She acts unprofessionally a little too often, but she's still an excellent employee.
Yeah.
I think she has a
I
bright
don't
future.
disagree, but yeah.
Well, I certainly hope that's true. Of course, there's always a chance she could wind up going down the path of your former partner.
Oof.
Started same year as you.
Wow. Damn.
Yes, Chief.
This is really interesting. It adds more depth to
Even as you face
what's his name?
deviant and distorted minds
Kinoza?
of all of those
Yeah.
criminals and enforcers out there.
And
You
obviously
must maintain the unyielding
Kogami.
spirit needed to pursue your duties. You should be sure to keep your guard up too. Ginoza, a causal relationship between genes and crime coefficients, as of yet, still hasn't been scientifically proven. Though just to be clear, that also means that it hasn't been disproven yet either.
Yep.
I hope that you don't make the same mistake as your father.
Yep.
I hope
Whoa.
it with every beat of my heart.
I'll keep that in
Okay.
mind.
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy, she sat like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was this not love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
Stop there.
Yes.
The first known performance of Twelfth Night took place in 1602. Yet in the verse Kagami just read, you get a glimpse of the enduring universality of Shakespeare.
Are you in literature class right now? Yes, we're studying Twelfth Night by Shakespeare. Shakespeare's comedies are boring.
Yeah, certain people would argue that.
I do like
I
his
don't mind
tragedies,
his work. I've
especially
read a good
Macbeth
amount, but
and Titus
I
Andronicus.
really enjoyed Macbeth. It was great.
So those two are the interesting ones, huh?
Sure.
Not only are they interesting, but they're especially cruel.
Yeah, of course. A lot of people hate on Shakespeare, but
why don't
you know,
just
I
look
don't
it
think
up
it's
in
too
the
bad.
database? As an inspector, you're authorized.
Yeah, but if I access those files, Mr. Kogami will find out.
Is it that you don't want him to know? Or is it that you're seriously concerned about Kogami?
I think it's
Are you
the
in
former, but I'm not. Wow. But that just
So,
gets her to laugh.
Have you ever been in love?
Let me put it like this, Akane. I'm way more experienced in life than you.
Sure.
And not
So
just
naturally,
when it comes to love. I've done all
naturally,
kinds
you
of
will
bad
be more
things.
experienced.
I
Exactly.
ventured into a world so depraved that a wholesome girl like you wouldn't even be able to imagine.
Okay.
Really?
For instance, this.
You mean juice?
Oh.
Not juice. It's booze. Real
Sure.
alcohol.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Old Masaoka gave some to me.
Nice.
These days, people are afraid of getting addicted to it. So they stick to safe therapeutic tripping or go virtual, you know?
That's for drinking? Not for breathing fire?
Huh?
Never mind.
Well, this is the kind of naughty fun that is now our privilege and, dare I say it, our duty to enjoy.
I see. Whoa, that's good.
Of course it is.
Nice.
This is real cooking.
Yeah.
Hey, those snacks are only for people who are drinking.
No,
You're more than welcome to try some, though. If you get me drunk, I may start talking about all sorts of things.
I'm sure you will. I love him. He's really funny.
Okay, see, the thing is, by the time I came along and joined the unit, Code might have been stripped of his inspector title.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really know all the
Okay.
details. But what I heard is that it had something to do with an enforcer who was under his command at the time getting
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah.
How was he
And that
killed?
really affected
Well,
him.
he was chasing down a suspect, but the tables turned and he became a victim.
Oh.
If I'm remembering right, his name was Sasayama.
Yep.
He was killed the same way as the other
Oh,
victims.
if I remember, I'll
From what I
write that
hear, it
down
was all
because that is pretty
gruesome.
important.
The whole thing
Yeah,
really
it was-
messed
it
Ko
looked
up
gruesome,
bad
yeah.
and caused his crime coefficient to shoot up.
Yeah.
The case may have never been solved.
He was
but Ko
never the
refuses
same.
to give up on it. Stubborn guy is still investigating it to this day.
That sounds awful.
Now tell me, how is it you're okay after drinking so much?
I mean,
Well, maybe you just get drunk way too easily.
Enforcer Sasayama.
That's a good point.
Oh, there's no way I could forget the specimen case, even if I tried.
Specimen case?
Yeah, that was how we all referred to the investigation. Akane, you've heard of plastination?
It's a process that they use to create biological specimens, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a technique for preserving tissue. Water and fat are replaced by polymers.
Oh, okay.
But in the specimen case, it was used to commit murder. First,
Yeah, there
the
it
killer
is.
dismembered
That's what
and
he saw.
cleaved open the body, then used plastination to
Oh
turn
my.
it into a human specimen. They brought their handiwork
the
right into the middle of town and displayed it under a holographic illumination in the entertainment district.
So
Whoa.
wrong.
Yeah,
Thousands
that's
of
so fucked
passers-by
up.
thought they were just looking at ordinary environment hollow. But the truth
Yeah,
was,
that's-
they were
wow.
walking right past the mutilated cadaver hiding underneath it.
Jesus.
When people found that out, the area stress jumped up 4 levels.
Oh yeah, of course.
It was so bad they imposed a news blackout.
Oh wow.
Sorry. We shouldn't discuss this while you're eating.
That's all right.
Why not?
I don't think it,
It takes a lot
affects
to
her.
ruin Yayoi's appetite.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Believe me, that girl is into some stuff way more sick and twisted than this.
Good lord.
That's...
Yeah, I'd rather
We're
not.
talking
We'd
about the
rather not
specimen
know.
Case, right? Continue.
Well, you see, since the procedures were obviously performed by an expert, the investigation was focused almost entirely on specialists in the field of pharmacy and chemistry. But then, in the midst of all this, Sasayama was... While looking into a totally unrelated report of a missing high school teacher, they were searching the guy's apartment, and they came across plastination resin.
Whoa.
It was this guy, Kozaburo Toma. As soon as he went missing, the killings came to an abrupt stop, so it seemed clear he must have been the culprit. But all we had was circumstantial evidence, so it ended up an unsolved case. On top
To
of
this
that,
day, yeah.
Toma didn't have any kind of background in chemistry, so even the question of who created the resin he used remains a mystery.
You're saying
Oh, I think I know who it
an
was.
accomplice?
Holy shit, is this
I
all
don't
gonna
think we
lead
can
back
call
to...
this person an accomplice, since we just don't
I'm
know
not
who
gonna
to know
say it because
whether he had the
I'm not
slightest clue
100%
of what
sure,
the resin
but...
he was making would be used for. Hell, we don't even know how it was acquired at this point. Only God knows for sure, I'd say.
Interesting.
I
Did
see
you
you're
just...
having a rough day
Did
as
you just
usual.
tell them... Oh, okay.
tell.
Yeah.
Considering how crappy you look, it'd be pretty hard not to.
Guess
Yeah.
being on the fast track gets bumpy. Keeping all those secrets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It sucks.
So, does this have something to do with that loose cannon you work with?
I feel like I just can't get a read on him, you know?
Yeah.
And then, to make things even more confusing, I just found out he used to have my job.
Wait, don't tell me this dude used to be some kind of honor student too.
No.
Did everybody
No.
but me and Yuki score a 700?
Not quite.
He's
It's
like,
just
super
that job.
smart.
Yeah.
This is just a thought,
Yeah?
but could it be the problem is that you two are too much alike?
I mean... My...
Sorry, it's urgent. I gotta go.
Genoza, the boy Genoza.
Hey, you can't leave! We just got here!
I'll make it up to you next time.
Sure.
It looks like Satsuki Kuzuhara is still missing. She just vanished.
I heard the teachers were ordered to keep silent about her. They're afraid if they discuss
Oh my god, I
it,
recognize that voice.
Don't they know?
Is that...
That makes us worry even more?
The chief selling point of this school is they keep girls of a
Oh
susceptible
my
age
god, that's...
isolated from society, locked away in this conservatory environment to prevent our psychopasses from getting cloudy. That's why they sweep all the problems under the rug. And besides, they have to keep up appearances for our parents.
Oh no, I'm scared.
If you think that's bad, listen to this rumor. Apparently, one of the teachers who taught here a few years ago.
Whoa, yeah, yeah. What the hell?
I can't figure it out. Why the hell is Rikako so popular?
She's pretty.
Yeah, I
She's
was gonna say...
intelligent.
Sure.
Do you really need me to go on?
But... those are already enough.
Something about that girl scares me.
Why is
Yeah, I don't know.
Eyes.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, yeah.
It's as if
She looked really
they're
horrifying, but...
staring far off into another dimension.
Kawarazaki. Shimotsuki.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, no,
Good
she's
afternoon.
horrifying.
Sorry to interrupt
Good
your
lord.
lunch, girls. What brings you? Well, neither of you ladies belongs to any extracurricular clubs, am I right? These days, having a school that offers club activities like Oso Academy does is pretty uncommon.
Sure.
Really, it's a rare luxury. It's a shame to miss out on that.
Are you recruiting us?
You got me. You see, I'm the president of the art club here. If you're interested, come see us in our club room. Oh, and Shimotsky? I may get a little lost in thought sometimes, but I can't see into other dimensions. I mean, I'm not an alien.
Oh.
Way to go! She heard.
Yeah. Of course she did.
Sorry.
Excuse me. Thanks for coming. I know about your stepfather, Yoshika. Your mother's new husband. You're interested in my life? Yeah, of course. I've been watching you for a while now, you know? Miss Oreo?
Well, that's...
Tell me what happened, in your own words. That man, he's always looking at me with these disturbing, almost just like predatory eyes. Every time I go home, I find traces that someone's been in my room. I just can't take it. But there's no way you can talk to your mother about it.
Yep.
My real father left behind so much debt that it'd be impossible for my mom to pay it off on her own. So we have to depend on that man. But at my regular checkup last week, they said my psychopath had gotten all cloudy.
Oh, God.
As it is, I might. Yoshika, it feels like you're not allowed to choose the life you wish you could live. I understand how hard that is.
This is...
In this day and age, the system determines our aptitudes, and we have no choice but to live by that, and be satisfied with just whatever happiness is forced upon us. Unable and unpermitted to make any of our real dreams a reality. The person that you long to be.
This is so creepy.
Don't you want to at least try to discover that? I can show you, Yoshika. The beauty that's hiding inside you just below the surface. Would you like to hear some more about Shakespeare's work? Please.
Sure.
Let's start with Titus Andronicus.
Okay.
My favorite character in that one is Titus's
I never read it, but, you know,
She
I'm
was
sure it's good.
punished for the sins of her father. His enemies raped her, and then so she couldn't tell anyone, they cut out her tongue and chopped off her arms. And he that wounded
Fucking
her
hell.
had hurt me more than he had killed me dead. Poor Lavinia. In the end, put to death at the hand of her own father.
I don't even know what to think of that.
There are millions of things
What the fuck?
that we humans are capable of, but animals are not.
Of course.
One of those things is safety control. No matter what we create, humans always put a safety mechanism on it. Enforcers are equipped with a safety mechanism in the form of inspectors. And the drones you controlled were furnished with their own set of rigorous security measures. Those drones were supposed to be absolutely safe. And yet, this memory card made them kill people. Where did you obtain it?
The safety override program that Kanahara put to use in the Hachioji drone incident, and then Mito's holograph cracking. Well, in both of those instances, I was only able to recover a small fragment of the source code. But there are clear similarities.
Sure.
I think the same programmer wrote code for both. Hell, I'm so sure of that I'd bet the bra I'm wearing on it.
Keep
Wow.
it, please.
But
Mito may have been overly obsessed with social networks, but he didn't possess the skills necessary to tamper with public holo to that degree. There's no mistaking the fact that Kanahara and Mido were both being backed by a professional cyber criminal.
Yeah, but this testimony from Kanahara isn't gonna help us any now, is it?
I swear, it was just sent to me in the mail one day, clear out of the blue. The letter wasn't signed, there was no name on it. All it said was he had a grudge against the factory, so he wanted us to destroy it together.
Pretty vicious.
Yeah.
Seems this person will kill for kicks.
How could whoever sent that letter have predicted that Kanahara would be open to killing in the first place?
Why not? Pops had Kanahara figured out just by looking at the staff's periodic checkups. Surely someone else could have done the same thing. It's not like those evaluation files were kept confidential.
So, what's this guy's motive for helping Mido?
It was Kanahara and Mido who had the motives. And that would be more than enough of a reason for him.
Kogami?
Intent and means. Engineering a crime by bringing together those two
God,
otherwise disparate elements. That's how he plays his game.
Hey! Kogami, you can't keep...
Kino, it's the same case. Someone out there is providing the means to people who have the desire to kill but don't know how. Turning these wannabes into actual murderers.
Stop and think this through. Back then they used a resin, but this time it was a tool for cracking programs. There's no connection.
The engineer and the middleman are
I
two
don't know.
different people. There's somebody who brings them together.
Yep.
Those who wish to kill and those who can create the weapons they need.
I
to
think I
pull
know
it
who
off.
that is, but
That's
you
the
know,
real
we'll wait on that.
mastermind.
Enough of this. You've been chasing
There
a
he
damn
is.
ghost. One that may never have existed.
No, he exists,
Sasayama
and
was
we're
on the
gonna see
verge
him.
of a breakthrough. I'll settle this score for him.
Oh,
That's what I've been working
my
towards
God.
for 3 years.
I can't fucking wait until the face-off from episode 1. Holy shit.
It's Takahashi from
Oh
the
my
Public
God.
Cleaning Bureau. Yeah, I'm over at the Central Fountain Tower. Noise has been appearing in the hologram for a while.
Yeah,
right.
that's weird.
Mind turning off the fountain hollow so we can check it out? What the hell?
Oh, that's weird.
Whoa, that's creepy.
Yeah,
Is
that's...
that a doll? Looks like some kind of art project or something. Maybe.
Oh my
Whatever it is, it's in
God.
poor taste. It's gross. Who
What
did
the
this?
fuck?
You know,
This is so disturbing. What
it
the
looks pretty
fuck?
damn real.
Oh, it is. It is.
Such
It is real.
detail. Still,
It's a
I
real
don't think
person.
I'd want that on display anywhere in my house.
I'm curious. Do you think Lavinia was happy at last?
Oh my
Finally
fucking God.
liberated from her
I fucking knew it.
It's like
Holy
Cyrene says
shit.
in Act 5 just before Titus kills her.
Of
because
course.
The girl should not survive her shame
Oh my
by
God.
her presence
Dude, this
still
fucking
beneath
guy,
sorrows.
man.
Is that right, Mr. Makishima?
Even beautiful flowers.
Of course he was connected to... Fuck me, man. What is this?
One way or another. Knowing that sad fact, it's only natural to want to stop time, preserving the blossom while still in full bloom. But if you did truly love the girl as though she were your own daughter, do you believe that you too will be moved to say, "Killed her for whom my tears have made me blind," as Titus was?
Oh, that might be a problem for me. Because I have many more works of art that I wish to complete in the days that lie ahead. I'm just getting started.
What the fuck is this? What is this show? What the fuck is happening? I think this is new. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they add something to it every episode. What is this show? This is just getting better and better. Oh my God. Oh fuck. I might. It's, the issue is I don't have a. Because Because I want to write down, you know, some names and stuff. I definitely want to write her name down. I mean, yeah, that's really important. Oh, fuck. I don't want to make a cut, though, because, man. You know, at the same time, you know, I do want to keep going, too. I don't want to, like, stop or anything. This is insane. This is insane. Wow. That might have been the best episode so far. This show's actually ironically psychotic. It is, though. This is just... What the fuck is... What is this show, man? Yeah, that was the best episode. The way it started and oh my god, dude. Oh, man. That just... meeting and you know what I mean, that moment where they meet each other is gonna be insane. Like, that's gonna be just fucking, that's gonna be so goated, you know what I mean? Now I am starting to think it's gonna be, I don't know though, I don't know. There's a lot left, right? How many episodes does this show have? Is it 22? I think it's 22, right? It's something like that. I don't know though. I mean, of course, yeah, we're adding elements to the story that can really prolong it, you know what I mean? It could really extend it, you know. Oh, god damn it. I really do want to write down her name, but, you know, she literally said at the end of the episode, you know, she's just getting started, so. Holy shit, that is so fucked. That was so disturbing to look at. Oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, obviously, he's right. I mean, yeah, Kogami's right. You know, obviously, Geno's is not going to agree with him, but no, he's right. It's all connected, and I was right. I was right. I was right. It was, of course, it was him. I mean, it had to be fucking. It had to be. Fucking Makishima. Oh my god, this guy. What? This guy's insane. Fucking hell. Okay, I have time for one more. I don't think I have time for another. Fucking hell, man. What the hell's going on? The file's not even loading. Because I do want to, you know, go... That's how I review. I just go through the episode. Oh my god. So yeah, obviously, yeah, we properly got the backstory. We fully got it in this episode. His name started... Oh man, I think I remember his name. No. It started with an S. I could probably just listen to it right now, actually. Let me just lower the audio because it's so fucking loud. So see, so yeah, we probably got the backstory of Sasayama and everything there. So obviously that's the reason that, you know, he was never the same, you know what I mean? It was a traumatic experience for him. You know, everything that they did with, you know, with his remains and everything, you know, that was fucked up, and I definitely am starting to think that, you know, Makishima was I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? It has to be him, because it all leads back to him. That's the reason why in episode 1 they're facing off, because of, you know what I mean, because of everything that he's done to torment Kogami, right? It has to be him. You know what I mean? Everything that they used to, you know, obviously the teacher was the one. He just keeps using people. That's what he's doing. He keeps using people to, I mean, you know, I guess the main person that he's trying to, you know, affect is Kogami, but, you know, I think he's going beyond that. He's trying to, I mean, I don't even know what he's trying to, I don't know why he's doing it, you know what I mean, why he's doing all this, you know, other than, like I said, just tormenting Kogami, right? I mean, yeah, This is insane. This is just fucking hell, man. Yeah, so man, the file is just not working. What the hell's going on? Yeah, it was glitching. It was glitching like in the intro as well, because I was like, you know, skipping ahead and just wasn't moving. I don't know. I guess let me just open it on something else. It should work in this one. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, obviously we got the. Oh my god, that was cool. Yeah. That was cool to hear her voice. Suzua from Steins Gate. You know, that was awesome. You know, I'm a massive Steins Gate fan, and you know that was cool. I think I've heard that, you know, she's been in a bunch more stuff, but you know that's the only one that I've heard. You know, I haven't seen like a lot of the other, you know, anime that I didn't know she was in this one though. You know, that's awesome. Yeah, that was cool to hear, and then yeah, the conversation between what's his name? Kaguri, yeah, Kaguri. That was a pretty funny conversation. I enjoyed that as well. You know, every time they have a conversation, it's usually great. And then yeah, we got the proper explanation. You know, we saw some of the visuals, which was really fucked up. You know, Akane couldn't even look; she was so disturbed. And then yeah, after that, we obviously got the. You know, yeah, she was with her friends and stuff, and then yeah, we got the school where they were, you know, both talking about it, and then fucking hell, man. That was, I mean, they were right. They were literally right. They were talking about how something about her eyes is just so disturbing. I could tell too, like that scene. It was the scene where we first saw her. You know what I mean? That was just so disturbing. The way I don't know. She just looked so. I don't know how to explain it. She just looked so scary, you know what I mean? She looked like she was up to something. And then yeah, her drawings are obviously a representation of what she's, you know, what she's trying to accomplish. But with real people, you know, that's what makes it fucking hell. That's just so fucked up. Even the music was horrifying in this scene. Yeah, good lord, man, the way she just, I don't even want to know, you know, the details and stuff, you know. Yeah, I feel like I hope we don't see it, you know, the way she creates the drawing, or the, you know what I mean, the sculptures and everything. Fucking hell, that is so disturbing. And then yeah, we had this scene where, you know, where Ginoza was pretty much just, you know, asking some questions, and then yeah, Kogami pretty much just lashed out. But he's right. Like I said, he's right, and you know, obviously, you know, he's just not gonna agree. You know, he thinks he's, what's the word? He thinks that he's, I guess overthinking it. But you know, he just thinks that, you know, he's connecting to things that are not related. But no, he's right. Kogami's right. And you know, obviously, you know, it is kind of sad, because I don't think anyone's gonna believe him. I don't think so. You know, and that's fair. I mean, I don't blame them, but you know, it just is sad, because you know, like I said, you know, everything that he went through and stuff, you know, they can't relate to it, of course. So you know, they're not gonna believe him. But no, he knows what he's talking about. You know, and it's obviously from personal experience and stuff. You know, he could make the connection, you know what I mean, from everything that he went through. And then yeah, we got the reveal that, you know, he's working with fucking Makishima's working with her. That's just, good lord, man. Fuck hell. I really wanna, you know, cut and write the names down, but like, I mean, I guess I might as well, because it's not like I'm gonna have time anyway. Like, I'm gonna get caught off in the middle of the episode. I already know that in this up and coming one. Which sucks, but you know. Okay, I'm not even gonna cut it. I'm just gonna grab something right now. And then while they, because I'm sure they're gonna say her name again, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they will. And then, you know, I can try and like quickly write it down during the episode. I'll make it good. Yeah, this will take like 10 seconds. Alrighty, guys, we are back, and yeah, we're ready to jump into episode 7. Like I said, I actually don't think I'll get cut off in the middle of this, but after I do it, I'll have to, you know, cut and then do episode number 8. But wow, this show is just, man, this is the stuff that I expected. I can definitely understand now why so many people love this show. You know what I mean? Why it's so, you know, respected, and a lot of people have praised it. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, there's a reason why I won the poll. You know what I mean? I was definitely, and it wasn't even close. Like, a lot of people wanted me to react to this. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. Hey guys, it's about an hour later, and yeah, we're back to finish off this video. Luckily, I had time to, you know, write down everything. You know, I just had to take care of something, but, you know, in the meanwhile, I was able to get all the names down that I wanted to get down. It wasn't that many, you know, I just had to, obviously Sasayama I already knew. I don't think we got his full name. I don't think we did. I think, you know, they just, yeah, they just said Sasayama. We haven't got his full name, which, you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, you know, I'm sure we'll get it, but, yeah, I just wrote that one, and then, obviously, the, you know, killer who used the resin, I just wrote Toma. I mean, I didn't bother writing his full name, because, I mean, I should probably do that with all characters, you know, just write whichever, you know what I mean, because, you know, for Akane, I just say Akane, I don't say her last name, you know what I mean, so I might as well just write one of them, and that's fine, you know. But yeah, the one that I really wanted to write down was Rikuko. So yeah, I'm interested to see, you know, where we go from here, like from a structure standpoint, you know what I mean, because we've kind of, you know, established Rikuko here, and, you know, I'm just interested to see how long it's gonna last, because, you know, obviously we've taken care of, you know, some criminals. You know, the last guy took 2 episodes, right? Yeah, it was episode 4 and 5. You know, so maybe this next episode we catch her, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know, you know. It's really interesting, you know, because it seems pretty clear, you know, what the structure is going to be, you know what I mean? We're just going to keep going with the criminals, and we're just going to keep, you know, catching them one by one, and then I'm going to assume we're going to slowly figure out that, you know, Makishima's the one that's, you know, the head of all this, you know what I mean? I guess that's going to take until the end of the series. I mean, that would make sense to me. Also, the lighting should be fun. Yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, it's not great, but I mean, it's not horrible. I think we should be good. Yeah, I think that's good. I think it's fun. Yeah, yeah, we got episode 7 and 8, and yeah, that's it. So, yeah, hopefully I can put this on YouTube. That would be great. Obviously, the second video, I kind of struggled. I think there was a few I couldn't, and then there was a few I could, so, yeah, I'm just gonna have to try and see. You know, it does suck, but, you know, because the first one was easy. I just did it. You know, I didn't even have to do anything. It just went up on YouTube. But, yeah. I'm already super into this show. You know, I think I talked about it in the last video. You know, the first 3 episodes were great. You know, I really enjoyed it, but ever since episode 4, you know, I think it's a whole new perspective, and, you know, I just have got super into this show, and obviously, the more we've went on, the more that's grown, you know, and I'm sure it's gonna continue growing, you know, the further we get into the series, and, you know, it's just gonna get so much more interesting. You know, I love the mystery element too that they added, you know, because obviously I would like to think that, you know, Makishima's the one, you know, the mastermind behind everything, but, you know, of course they don't know that. And, you know, in truth, you know, we don't know it either for sure. You know, it could be like a massive plot twist or something. I mean, it's possible that it's someone else that's the one that's, you know, doing all this, you know what I mean? But what I mean by that is, you know, obviously we know he's the one who's using all these people, but what I mean is the Sasayama, you know, that whole thing, you know, that could have not been him. It's possible. I think it is, but, you know, anything's possible. Maybe it just, I don't know, maybe it's someone else, but yeah, let's do this. We got 2 more episodes. Should be good. So yeah, let's jump into episode 7 in 3, 2, 1, and play. Ryuichi. Oh.
I'm sure this is hard, but your father does know you're here, and it makes him happy, even if he can't express it. You shouldn't get discouraged, okay?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Of course not. It's all a big lie.
Oh
Everyone
no.
hears the
Oh
same.
God.
They don't notice anything, don't say anything, don't think anything. They're just empty shells. Soon they'll
Interesting. So we're getting her backstory, it seems like, too.
This epidemic leads innocent and well-meaning people to their deaths. But it's a pathogen that will never be wiped out, because we're the ones who create it. The disease is serenity. A slow death we've wished upon ourselves.
Interesting. We're starting, it seems like we're just starting every single episode with the, you know, like a brief little backstory of a character, which is a cool, you know, what's the word, pattern, you know what I mean, a cool pattern to go for. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. Man, this thing sucks. Like, it just doesn't work. What is this? Because I keep, you know, skipping ahead and stuff, but it just doesn't. I think I broke it. I think I'll just, I'll just click. Yeah, there we go. That's probably better than, yeah. Fucking hell, what a shot. That is horrifying. Letia Striata. I'm assuming that's, I don't even know what language that could be.
Dismembered and cleaved open the body, then used plastination to turn it into a human specimen.
Yep.
They brought their handiwork right into the middle
They're
of
realizing it.
I have to take you off this case, Kogami. I'm sorry.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because these two, I'm assuming these two,
who aren't
you know,
clouded by
distracted
their own
with the other.
preconceived theories about the case, at least at the start.
There you
But
go.
sir, we're not sure yet if this is even connected to the specimen case.
It's true.
So I'm on standby at HQ.
That's right. Inspector Tsunomori.
Yes, sir.
It seems you know the
Yeah, he calls us
circumstances we're
Tsunomori,
dealing
so.
with. I need you to keep an eye on Kogami at all times now. Make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. That's your job in this case.
Yep. Alright.
Here's what we know. A dismembered body was found in a park in Daikanyama in the Shibuya ward. It's been identified as Satsuki Kuzuhara. She was a student at Oso
Okay, that was her name.
higher education boarding school for girls.
Yep.
She went missing a week ago.
Hey, wait a second. Oso Academy.
That's the school where Kozaburo Toma, the suspect in the specimen case, worked.
Oh,
Isn't
really?
that right, sir?
Oh, I didn't even make that
was broken
connection.
down by a
Yeah,
special
probably.
kind of resin.
Okay.
It converts protein into a plastic form. Forensic analysis has confirmed the resin is an exact match to what was used in the specimen case 3 years ago. We are likely dealing with the same
Okay,
culprit.
interesting. Yeah.
So after 3 years of
Don't you think
silence,
that's a coincidence? I feel like they're gonna make the connection now.
Gino, can I be the heel who asks the obvious question here? Is it really smart to pull Ko from the case? He's been investigating it all this time. Wouldn't you be the
Yeah,
best
even
guy
he's
to put
questioning
things
it.
together?
I've read his entire report, and the answer's no. He's completely delusional.
Wow. Not really, man. I know it seems like that, but no.
That's enough. I think you won.
Sure. Don't need to, you know, keep going.
Whoa, you've got the sparring program set to the highest level there is and you still crushed it. Are you sure you're not a
No.
cyborg, Mr. Kogami?
Still get knocked out cold from a paralyzer. I'm human.
Yeah.
Weak like everyone
Yeah,
else.
exactly.
You do know property management isn't going to be happy about this.
It's their fault for building that piece of crap.
Damn.
Is there a reason you keep staring at me?
No, sorry.
I was about to say.
But the Dominator was designed to neutralize any threat. Do you really need to spend so
Yep.
much time in here on your combat training?
Damn right I do.
It's for
Its
him.
power just means I have to train more. A person should always be stronger than the weapon they hold. It's not the Dominator who kills
Good.
someone, it's the person
Good
who
line.
pulls the trigger. My training doesn't let me forget that. It keeps the pain here where it always should be.
Yep.
I see. So is that supposed to be a lesson for me?
If I have it my way, you won't have to take anyone's life. I'll carry that weight. Did you come for a reason?
Okay, I'll get to that. But first, can you wipe off that sweat and put a shirt on, please?
Sure.
It's about the unsolved murders. MWPSB
Yeah.
Special Case 102. I did some snooping into the case without talking to you first. I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
You mean you're not mad at me?
What exactly would I be mad at you for? It's a murder case where one of my subordinates
Sure.
was killed. A case I haven't been able
Yeah.
to solve after 3 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
If I was mad, then I'd be mad at myself, and I've learned the hard way that doesn't get me anywhere.
Exactly.
3 years, and I haven't even gotten close to finding the real mastermind.
Yep.
Kozaburo Toma's
But
puppet.
you're getting close now. I
Do you
promise
think
you.
whoever committed those crimes is behind this murder as well?
I don't know yet.
He does. Well, he.
It's always
okay.
possible this is the elaborate work of a copycat, but it would be stupid not to pursue the connection.
It's true.
It must be hard getting pulled from the case.
I'm not done yet. I just don't want to get Gino in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's a way to do this
what a
right.
guy.
We just need a good pretext. We have to create a situation where they need our help again.
Do you think that's possible?
Oh, okay.
I'm sure.
Interesting.
Just wait and see.
What was he like?
Wonder what he's gonna
Enforcer
do.
Sasayama?
He was a real piece of work. A womanizer for starters. Just ask Karanamori or Kanizuka how many times he grabbed their butts. They always gave him one hell of a punch. And yet he never seemed to learn his
What a
lesson.
silly guy.
He had a short temper, too. And when he got upset, there was no calming him down. One time he went into a house of someone who'd been flagged by a Hugh check. Went in and found the guy on top of a woman he had kidnapped. Sasayama nearly beat the man to death with his bare hands. I was an inspector at the
Good
time, so I
lord.
had to stop him. But
Yep.
deep down, well, I don't know how to put it. He was an amusing
Yeah.
guy. A womanizing, violent
sure.
bastard. But he had a heart you couldn't
Damn.
contain. Certainly never thought he would die that
What
way.
a tragic tale. Yeah.
You see the picture of his body?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
You read how the
yeah.
killer posed his corpse beneath a holographic illumination.
Yes.
Do you know what kind of illumination it was?
Sorry, no, I don't.
It was an ad for a pharmaceutical company. Safe stress care,
Wow,
taking you
really?
to a world without suffering. Analysis showed that before Sasayama was turned into a plastic specimen, he was dismembered while he was still alive. He felt every cut. It's like the killer was sending a message. There is no world
Oh my
without
God.
suffering. That's all life is.
Yeah.
I wanted that monster to feel every stab
Sure.
of pain he'd caused Sasayama. Once I started feeling like that, there was no coming back, and from that day on, my career
Yep.
as an inspector
Filled with
was
rage.
over.
Do you regret going too far?
I can't regret being involved in this case. It's my job.
Of course.
My regret is not solving it. That's what I can't take.
Yeah, but you still can.
Toma's accomplice 3 years ago. The man you say is the mastermind. Are there any leads we might still be able to use to find him?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
There's
Oh,
a
did he
picture
keep something?
Sasayama took.
Or...
It's pretty blurry, though. He had the image saved on his terminal.
Whoa.
This man
Oh shit, there it is. There it is.
Do you know
That's
anything
him.
more?
Only the file name for the image. Makishima.
Hey.
That body in the park.
Wow.
It was Satsuki.
There you go. I did not think we were gonna figure it out that quickly.
Yoshika's been absent from school for 2 days now.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to me. This is serious.
Yeah, I feel bad for her. That was
I
her.
am listening. It's not just Yoshika.
That was her
I heard
best friend, I'm
Masami
assuming.
Yamaguchi in Class B is absent as well. I get the sense that something really terrible is going on in this academy.
You're right.
So what?
Do you not care?
My point is, if there is something bad, I wouldn't get involved. I wouldn't gossip either.
It's not just gossip.
That's fair.
If we aren't careful, we could put ourselves in serious danger too.
We can't stay quiet. We've been friends with Yoshika since we were little kids.
Rikuko Oreo.
What are you thinking?
It seemed as if Yoshika really
She
liked
knows.
her, didn't she?
She knew even before.
Lately, it seemed like Rikuko was
She was
crazy about
suspicious of her,
Yoshika,
yeah.
too. If you want to pry, I bet she's the girl to ask.
Yeah.
I don't know about that though. I wouldn't go to.
Kierkegaard had a philosophy my father liked. He said man is superior to animals because man has two aspects, the physical and the eternal. But because man must relate the finite to the infinite, man can be in despair. If you can't know despair, then you can't know hope. My father used dismembered bodies as the subject of his paintings to symbolize the contradictory nature of the self. I had so much respect for my father. He understood his obligation as an artist, and for years he tried to use his creations to enlighten humanity. When it comes to talent, I still think he was brilliant. That's what makes it worse. That's why I can't forgive him for abandoning his duty halfway through, when he could have shown the world so much more. Yesterday, my father passed away. He's been dead for a long time, really. His body just didn't know it. But last night, his heart finally gave in to the inevitable. It's okay, though. I won't rip my clothes and cry. I'm going to finish what my father started and fulfill his obligation to enlighten the world with his art.
Okay, so yeah, that's the.
It's such an exciting time.
Fucking hell.
Right, Yoshika?
Eustress deficiency cerebral infarction. That won't be the official entry on any death certificate, but it is the most accurate.
Yeah, okay.
It's said to be the real cause of most deaths of this kind. Officially, they call it heart failure from an unknown cause.
Man, he's starting to. For some reason, he's reminding me of Light from from Death Note. I don't know why.
Researchers have understood that moderate stress has beneficial.
The parallels are there, man.
The immune system, for example. Stress motivates us and prepares us for action. It compels our body to survive. However, routine psychopath checks take our stress away from us. There are patients whose stress reaction is so numb, they can't even recognize basic stimulation of their senses. Once that happens, it's a neurological downward spiral. They become like living corpses. Eventually, their autonomic nervous system stops working and their vital functions shut down.
Gives out.
It's sad what we've become, isn't it? We are now capable of caring for ourselves to the point that we actually regress as living beings. We're killing ourselves with good intentions.
And the fact is, as remarkable as our medical advancements have been this century, the average lifespan is actually decreasing. The statistics make it very clear. But the public will probably never hear about that.
Well, that's hardly shocking. In this era, everything that could be called a true reason for living has been methodically removed. No one tries to talk seriously about what life should be anymore. It's not part of our culture.
The father of Rikuko Oreo, who I mentioned earlier, he had eustress deficiency as well. Roichi Oreo.
Yep, we saw it in the beginning
At the
of
peak
the
his career, he was one of the most celebrated artists alive. Surely you've heard of him.
I'm afraid not. It's embarrassing, but I'm rather ignorant when it comes to art.
He was a genius illustrator. He created vivid, cruel nightmares using broken female bodies as motifs. From his art, you might assume he was some twisted sadist, but he was actually a strictly moral man. That's not uncommon, that disconnect between the creator and the impression their creations give, but in Roichi's case, it was rooted in a firm ideology. According to him, mankind could only control the cruelty in our nature by fully confronting it. If he forced us to look unflinchingly at the darkest depths of the human heart, he could foster the goodwill and reason necessary to quell those baser impulses. He believed his artistic purpose was to enlighten humanity and challenge us to grow.
That's a lofty goal. You make him sound like quite the saint.
But then the world changed. The spread of psychopath assessments made that kind of self-examination obsolete. We didn't have to control ourselves anymore. The machine assessments could maintain our mental health for us. And while the technology robbed his art of its purpose, I heard Roichi actually welcomed it. Like I said, he was a moral man, and his own success was never the point. His ideal of humans having a healthy mind had been achieved. The way it happened was irrelevant. Still, it wasn't easy. His mission was over and his life no longer had meaning. He was welcoming the change that would ruin him.
That's surprising. Some artists say they're above fame, but I don't believe I've heard of one who actually meant it.
Well, part of him meant it at least. Internally, he was conflicted, and he resorted to all sorts of state-of-the-art stress care methods to quiet the growing turmoil. His daughter tells me that he became dependent on the treatments over time. Stress care was an addiction he could not break.
Instead, it broke him, didn't it? Turned him into a living corpse who couldn't even sit up in bed.
Yep.
Considering how much Rikuko loved her father, I imagine she felt his decline was unforgivable. It's as if Roichi Oreo was killed twice. First, his talent was killed by science and technology.
It's true, and then his...
killed by the culture
exactly.
You mean this young woman is committing these horrific murders to get revenge for her father? Is that it?
Well,
it's as sad as it is, yeah.
Another human's heart. I just hope she finds some meaning beyond revenge.
Yeah, some...
Chegu-san? Remarkable. I wonder how Mr. Makishima knew about this place when no one at the academy even realizes it exists.
Evidently it was an old generator room where they used to boil down recyclables. But when the school was renovated, it disappeared from the blueprints. Pretty sloppy, huh?
So did you bring me the resin?
Right over there.
Whoa.
Deliveries aren't usually my
go
thing.
with the resin.
The payment this time, well, everyone has a price. Not to mention I get to help a cute young lady like yourself. So, in other words, you won't be hearing any complaints from me.
Where does Mr. Makishima get this wonderfully bizarre chemical anyway?
Well, he mentioned something about them being left over from past festivities. Don't know who made it. Honestly, I don't want to. But just imagine it. A chemical that turns living matter into plastic doesn't have too many practical applications. I'd guess the inventor thought amusing Mr. Makishima was worth a lot more than selling a patent.
It seems geniuses who use their talents for unsavory purposes are drawn to him like nails to a magnet. You're one of those nails, aren't you? Chegu-san.
Don't know why it's that way, but there's a feeling working for him. It's like reliving my childhood. What mischief should we get into next to turn society on its head?
Lord.
It's all I think about
Fucking
now.
hell.
I understand. I feel the same way. You and Mr. Makishima provide the toys, and we, the mischievous children, get to play a game of Shake Up the World. The fun's addictive.
Good Lord, that's so fucked up.
Well, for we who run the toy store, just watching you brats play is all the fun we need.
I see. Then you're in luck because they should be discovering my second bit of mischief any moment. You should keep an eye on them.
Here we go, this is it.
I tingle with anticipation.
It's a shame, though. You always leave before the real fun begins. Are you sure you don't want to stay?
Unfortunately, I'm a weenie when it comes to blood.
Wow. Oh God, what the fuck is... What is she plotting this time?
This is Kozaburo Toma's work. It's actually the 6th.
Kagami Kawarazaki, nice to see you. So let's hear this burning question.
It's about Yoshika. Yoshika Okubo. She's gone missing.
Wow, she stopped.
She's been
Oh
absent
God,
from
this could be
school
so
for 3
fucked up.
days in a row now.
She stopped painting right away.
You're worried about her. You care about your friends more than anything, don't you?
We've known each other since we were little girls. That's her!
Yeah, it is.
Friendship between girls can be wonderful, don't you think? I have a feeling
This is so horrifying.
very exciting motif. It could be a great addition to my Yoshika piece. I'm so glad you chose to come by.
Gonna add both of them in the same... What the fuck? Fucking hell.
A touching reunion with her childhood friend. It plucks at the heartstrings, doesn't it? Why, I think I could almost cry.
What the fuck?
I want to recreate this emotional scene in a place where more and more people can see it and be touched. I guess that's the fate of an artist, isn't it? That ever-growing need to share with the world.
Yeah, this time I'm gonna skip because that's better. There you go. Wait, that was different, right? We didn't get to see. Oh, no, okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah, right? Because I didn't see the character, so I thought it was different. Okay, yeah, it is what it is. How is this show getting even more fucked up? What is this? Seriously, like, she has to be stopped. She has to be stopped. This is gonna get so disturbing. I mean, it already is, but oh God. The way she's describing it too. And same, you know, but the both of them in the same. Oh my God. Good Lord. Okay, that was another amazing episode though. Yeah, so obviously, yeah, we started, you know, we learned more about Orio's character. I'm just gonna call her Rikiko. Yeah, that seems easy. Yeah, we learned more about her character. You know, that's why I was, you know, I wanted to, you know, write her name down because I was definitely expecting her to become a, you know, a prominent character. I don't know if she's gonna last until the end of the series. I mean, that would be, I don't know. I have no idea how long she's gonna last, but I think she will last a good while. I mean, you know, we got her backstory and everything, and you know, the reason why, you know, she's doing all this, you know, because of her father and everything. And you know, it's really fucked up. You know, it's fucked up. You know that, you know, how she became a, you know, pretty much a serial killer. You know what I mean? Because of just wanting, you know, seeking revenge. You know what I mean? Seeking revenge, and you know, it's a real thing though. You know, it definitely is a real thing that happens. You know, if the world, you know, if you feel like the world is cruel and, you know, it treats you unfairly, you know, certain people do awful things. You know, it's definitely a real thing that happens, and fucking hell, man, that show is just incredible. Oh my god, this is just, yeah, let me just open it on this thing. I might just switch video player though, because I don't know, I thought mostly everyone used that one, so that's why I've used it since pretty much the start of the channel. But I don't know, maybe it's just, I don't know, it just glitches a lot when I like skip through. But yeah, obviously we started with the, you know, proper backstory and stuff. Yeah, so obviously, you know, her father, you know, was pretty much, you know, just for a long time, you know, he was just unable to move or, you know, do anything. You know, he pretty much was gone, but, you know, not, you know, he wasn't, you know, fully dead, but, you know, he was pretty much useless. I mean, that's the truth, you know what I mean? And, you know, obviously after that, yeah, you know, the whole case, and I don't think, did we see Kogami? Oh yeah, of course we saw Kogami, yeah, obviously, obviously, what's his name? Good lord, what the hell is his name? Am I blind? What the hell? Ginoza, yeah. Ginoza obviously told Kogami to, you know, stay out of this case. You know, this one, he should not be a part of it because of the, you know, he said, you know, the delusions, that's what he called it, you know, because of him thinking that, you know, the two cases are connected and everything. And, you know, luckily, I'm definitely happy that, you know, told Akane to, you know, try to make sure that he doesn't do anything, because that led to this conversation. And I think they really, you know, understood each other. And I think it was in the last episode, right? You know, she kind of realized that, you know, they are similar in a lot of ways, you know? You know, even like looks wise, they're actually kind of similar, but no, they're very similar. I mean, of course, he had the same job, he had the same role that she does in the past, so, you know, they're both, you know, very intelligent, you know, even their personality, you know, it's not the exact same, but, you know, they are similar in a lot of ways. And, you know, I think they got to, you know, connect here. And yeah, you know, after that scene, I don't think we saw them again. No, we did not see them again after that. So yeah, it seems like they're figuring it out. Slowly, they're figuring it out. You know, I did not think that, you know, they were gonna know the name and everything. I think, you know, because I saw that. I think it was in a past episode. They showed the blurred, you know what I mean, the blurred image of Makishima. You know, I thought they were just gonna, you know, somehow figure it out from a random guy with white hair and stuff. But no, they actually do know the name, which, I mean, that's got to be helpful, right? Because surely they can just search the name and, you know, try to find someone with, you know, that looks like that, right? I don't know how I don't know, maybe I'm making it sound too easy, you know, maybe it's more complicated than that, but, you know, yeah, next we got the scene where they agreed, you know, the two girls agreed to, I should probably write their names down too. Oh man, I'll write it down after this video, yeah. I'll write it down if they don't fucking die, because, you know, I mean, one of them is about to, you know, the other one, and I definitely, you know, because I was writing down the names before, you know, like I said, I had a little bit of time to write it down. I went back to that scene where they were talking about it, and, you know, she was suspicious already. The girl, I don't know her name, but, you know, the girl that is voiced by the same as Suza from Steins Gate, she was suspicious, you know what I mean? She talked about, you know, just, what was it that she said? She said that her eyes make it seem like you're entering a new dimension or something. She said something like that, but yeah, she was already suspicious. She already knew that she was up to no good, you know what I mean? She didn't trust her, and, you know, I can't blame her for not getting involved. You know, obviously that's what she said. She doesn't want to get involved with, you know, whatever's going on. You know, that's why she, you know, they basically agreed to send her instead, and you know, good lord. Yeah, that was fucked up. that was so fucked. You know, obviously, yeah, she went, and then obviously, yeah, before that we got this scene with I don't know who this is supposed to be. I don't know who this is. That was talking to Makishima there. I don't think we've seen that character. Have we seen him? He kind of does seem familiar, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, just that scene, that little, like, tiny, it was a pretty short scene, but, you know, it was that shot when you could, you know, see him through the fire. Man, that just reminded me of Evil Mastermind Light. It literally looks like him, too. I might put if I, you know, when I'm editing this video, if I get to this part, I might put the image right here. I really hope I do, because if you were to see that without having seen the show and only seeing Death Note, you would 100% think that's Light. Obviously, if you haven't seen Death Note, you know, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but first of all, I recommend it 100%. You know, of course, you know, I won't spoil anything, but man, I mean, I kind of already did, I guess, but, you know, if you watched the first episode, I mean, you would kind of already understand what I mean by evil mastermind, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we got that conversation. The music was great in that scene, too. It was like that classic, I've heard that song, I mean, I feel like all of us have, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, that was, I don't know if it was the, I don't know if it was the appropriate song for that scene, but, you know, no, it was good. And then, yeah, after that we got the whole, that was a pretty long scene, yeah, and then after that we got this scene. This is an interesting scene. So, I think this is the guy, that we saw in episode 4, right? I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's the guy. I think it is, like, towards the end, right? We saw, you know, like, them working together and stuff. And then obviously, yeah, he pretty much, you know, explained why he, you know, is working with Makishima and how it reminds him of his childhood and, you know, just causing, you know, chaos pretty much. And then, yeah, after that, we got the whole just disturbing scene. But yeah, I'm just gonna go back. Oh, I don't have episode 4, though. Can I quickly check? Can I quickly just check that? Because it definitely is. It definitely is him. I'm pretty sure that's him. Let me just, because, you know, obviously, you know, they were talking on a call and everything, you know what I mean? They were like, you know, they were kind of, you know, discussing everything, like, towards the end of episode 4, how to, you know, what were they talking about? I literally watched it, like, today, earlier. They were like, let me just check real quick. I just want to see, because that's definitely him. In episode 4, like, towards the end, when it was obviously, you know, towards the end but it wasn't him. No, yeah, I think it was Makishima, right? No, I think it was him who choked her, right? I think so. But yeah, I'm gonna check right now. I'm sorry, guys, I know it's taking a while, but, you know, I just want to real quick make sure. It was, yeah, this, like, you know, virtual world and everything. It was, like, towards the end. I hope I could find the scene, like, specifically and stuff. Yeah, I think here it is. So this is obviously, yeah, there he is, yeah, that's him. Yep. It's the same guy, because, yeah, the eye, so that's another thing. I'm not sure what he's, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he's done, you know, because obviously we saw it in this episode too, you know, the eyes. You know, I don't know what that's about, you know, that's horrifying, you know. I feel like he might even do that to, like, Rikiko soon. You know, I don't know if it's like I don't know, like, I don't think he's, like, controlling them, but, you know, he's, like, maybe he's, like, mind controlling them. I have no idea, but, yeah, he's insane. Like, he's fucking, I don't even know how we're supposed to stop him, because he's a genius. Like, Okane's, you know, really intelligent, you know, so is Kogami, but I don't think anyone can touch this guy. I mean, he's literally an evil mastermind, you know what I mean? He has just got away with so many things, you know? But yeah, let's do it. Let's check out episode 8. Oh, this is gonna be a crazy clip. I swear, if this is like a crazy cliffhanger or something, what do I feel like it's gonna be? But yeah, let's do it. This video is almost 2 hours already, so yeah, it's gonna be a long video. I hope I can just get this up right away. Yep. July 2nd. That's the day I'm recording this, and yeah, I do plan to post this today as well. So, yeah, let's do this. Oh yeah, let me move over here. Yeah, let's do it. For some reason, I'm nervous about this one now because I don't know. There's just so much going on, you know, that I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous, but yeah. 3, 2, 1, and play.
I have to take you off this case, Kogami.
Oh, we're getting kind of like a recap, I think.
The victim's body was broken down by a
that's
special kind of resin. Forensic analysis has confirmed the resin is an exact match to what was used in the specimen case 3 years ago.
It's all connected.
So after 3 years of silence, our homicidal maniac has come back to play.
This man in the picture. Do you know anything more?
Only the
Yeah, figuring it out slowly. File name, okay, yeah. Good lord. What a recap of everything. I think this intro is like around a minute long, something like that. Around there. I think it's glitching again.
Security here.
Man, I don't even know what to do anymore. Yeah, I'm totally 100% next video. I'm 100% just gonna use something else because the rest is silence. Oh god, this episode's gonna be oh no. Oh, this is, yeah, there's a reason why this is a good cutoff point, isn't there? Fucking hell. Oh man. I'm really nervous about this episode.
Security here. It's gotten rather tight, hasn't it?
2 students dead, one after the other, both in ways that appear to share the same MO. Of course, the school has to take action, otherwise they'll face a revolt from parents and donors. Plus, the prime suspect is Kozaburo Toma, a former teacher.
Yep.
The MWPSB investigation will focus on Oso Academy for a while.
So my hands are tied for now.
Sure.
Why do
For
you
now,
find
though.
it so necessary to use students here as the subjects for your art?
It's a good point,
Because
but I mean,
this is an all-girl boarding school. What are your thoughts on Oso Academy's curriculum, Mr. Makashima?
It's a relic, but I can see how some rich parents might like its traditions, perhaps. If you're conservative-minded, and you want an old-fashioned approach to education for your children, this is the only school left.
Chastity and gracefulness. Classic virtues that are nearly extinct. Except for here at Oso Academy, where they're still taught and celebrated.
Even there,
In boys,
the paintings
these
are good
virtues
though.
have no value.
They
Only
look
in
great.
girls can they be cultivated. After which, we can be shipped out as replica antiques, refined, pure maidens for wealthy older men to purchase and turn into
Oh
idealized
god,
partners
that's what
for
it's
an
gonna be.
archaic
It's gonna
arrangement
look like
called
that.
marriage.
Fucking hell.
Perhaps even the word antique is too charitable, though. Maybe it's better to describe them as mere components. Pieces that can be sculpted into an artwork called the lady.
The
They're
lady.
rough
So that's what
stones
we're calling
waiting
this
to
one.
be chipped and polished into shape. If given the chance, there are so many ways in which these girls could bloom. And yet their fate is the most boring and inconsequential of all imaginable lives.
That's an interesting perspective. I didn't know there was so much philosophy in your work.
Sure.
As for this
Shakespeare.
latest piece of yours, have you decided where you'll display it?
I'm not sure yet, but it must
It
be
has to be.
Out in the open,
It has to.
somewhere
Oh,
that will
really?
attract
I
as
was about
much
to say.
attention as possible.
Really? I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
We haven't found a solid lead yet.
Here's the case's latest spring development. Got a tip that 2 sophomores never returned to their dorm the other night.
There you go.
The school went to
That's
their
really
parents'
useful.
homes, but they weren't there. Those two might be our next victims.
It's strange, we know that for sure.
Mhm.
The school's on a lockdown so tight it would make the military envious. How's it even possible for our guy to get a victim out of here?
Let's think about this. First off, why does the killer only seem to be targeting students here at Oso
Yep.
Academy?
Toma is probably familiar with every square foot of this school. Maybe he knows a secret way in through the sewers or sub-basements.
Yeah, that's as good a theory as any. I mean, this academy is what?
Not quite,
100
but-
years old? How many
Oh, really?
renovations
Wow.
have some of these buildings been through? Just trying to
a
understand the
good point.
blueprints must make people's heads spin.
Maybe he's not moving in and out with his victims. Maybe his kill room or hideout is somewhere on the academy property.
I knew you were looking into this case. Did Miss Karanamori give this to you?
Any thoughts? I'm assuming you've read the same reports.
You want to know what I think? Well, based on the matching chemical, I think it's looking more likely it's the culprit from the old case.
That's funny. My theory's the exact opposite of yours.
Really?
The opposite?
Yeah, for
I
example,
would
in the
not
case
have
3 years
expected it.
ago, this guy was one of the victims. Lower
Oh,
house member,
okay.
suspected of corruption, specifically falsifying his crime coefficient. They gave him the chance to get it remeasured out in the open, but he refused. When the media and his rivals questioned him, he offered up cliche denials, saying stuff like, "Not to my recollection." Next thing you know, they found his body.
Whoa.
His skull sliced open like a ripe watermelon, and his brain
Oh,
cleanly
God.
scooped out. The autopsy discovered that the killer had taken the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for
Yep.
memory, and shoved it up the poor guy's ass.
Oh my God.
Sasayama's death was just as gruesome, but each time the killer seemed to be sending a very specific message about the victim. It was sick, but literal enough for anybody to figure it out. There were 4 victims during the first go-around, each one found in a completely different spot. Beneath a holographic illumination, at a 5-star restaurant, in a zoo, and above a stage for a pop concert. The locations were half the message, but these 2 were left in
Yeah.
a park. That's too boring a place for him.
Boring?
These new murders lack the ironic sense of humor and clear messages of the earlier ones. They look like works
Right.
of art, but they're too
Yeah.
sterile and clinical. It's like there's something missing now.
And that is
Originality.
originality? How so?
Like the killer wants to be seen as profound, but he doesn't have anything to say. At least no message I can make sense of. When Kozaburo Toma was killing people, he was just creating materials, bodies to complete his work. This killer has that in common. But beyond the unusual medium, nothing. No parallels in how the bodies are manipulated. I get a totally different vibe from this killer. The crime scenes show he's intelligent and got assigned a well-paying job thanks to Sybil's judgment. But he's
Okay.
also young. Or at least immature and
I mean-
childlike at times. Considering none of the victims' bodies showed signs of sexual abuse, we can guess that our killer himself never suffered any as a child.
It kind of sounds like you're...
Profiling. Inspector, I'd like permission to go out in the field.
What?
All right.
You can't leave here without me chaperoning.
All right, then I'm inviting you to chaperone.
Wow.
This place?
Is this your first time? Actually,
Sure.
I guess you never had any reason to visit.
Yeah.
You know, once you or Gino decides I've worn out my welcome, I'll be thrown in here and never allowed in the outside world again.
Yeah, but why are we here right now?
I've got a hunch the way the bodies were arranged in our current case is actually based on some artwork. So I thought we'd get a real expert's opinion.
Oh.
We're entering the ward where they
Interesting.
isolate patients with crime coefficients over 300.
Oh God.
In case of emergency, the vents will flood the room with toxic gas. Basically, you're walking through a part-time execution chamber.
That's brutal.
Pretty much, yeah. It is brutal.
Even if these guys could leave, they wouldn't last a second. The Dominators would immediately give an execution order and turn them into pink slush.
Oh my god.
By spending their lives in a cage, at least they get to live.
I guess.
Hi, doggy. It's been a while, hasn't it?
You've been busy with your art. Getting them on your back must have been hard.
I assure you, my body is quite flexible. I can get it onto my back as long as I have a mirror.
You see the news?
If the world does not show an appreciation for art, I won't appreciate it.
I'm looking for pieces similar to these bodies. Paintings, sculptures, illustrations.
Do they look familiar or
games or comics?
These are good.
They are.
They're exactly like Roichi Orio's work.
Ever heard of him?
No.
It's so sad that a talent as great as his has been forgotten.
Yeah.
In my day, any art the government deemed obscene still ended up squirreled away by hackers into the recesses of the net. Kids today lack guts.
You realize, don't you? Today's hackers would be in here too. All thanks to the Sybil system.
Can't get away with something like that.
Look, similar, isn't it? When I had a
Holy
gallery,
shit,
I
it
often
really
sold
is.
these pieces for tens of thousands. Because not only were they obscenely original, but the product of a coherent voice who infused them with fundamental themes.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, I
Let's
really
check the
appreciate it. That was really
investigation
helpful.
materials again. Maybe there's a reference to this Roichi Oreo we missed.
Okay, hold on. There's a student at Oso Academy with the same last name. Kogami! It's the guy's daughter!
Well, they figured
Seen
it
any
out.
suspicious men around
There
campus?
you go.
No? All right, thank you.
Alright, so I'm assuming this episode then we're gonna...
That idiot.
Wait.
We know what we're doing,
We
trust,
think a girl
trust
here's
me.
the killer.
What? Hey, officer, you can't just march into the academy. Your boss told us you'd be delicate with this investigation. The students are already on edge as it is. You have to turn around.
We're going straight into her room. Holy shit.
Are you Rikiko Oreo?
And what is this about?
Holy shit, we're just doing this.
Crime coefficient 472. Enforcement mode. Lethal eliminator. Aim carefully and eliminate target.
No, you can't!
Wow, and she got away because of that.
No, stop! Hey! What the hell's wrong with you guys? She's only a teenager!
Hate to tell you, it's been years since we've had juvenile law.
That was a little too close.
Thank you for your help. Did Mr. Makashima
Oh my
tell
fucking
you
god.
to be here?
Yes.
I want a perimeter
What
around
the
the
fuck?
academy. Use every drone we've got. We don't have enough? Well, scrounge some up, damn it!
Yeah.
Kogami!
Will one of you please
Well,
explain to
thankfully
me
she
how we
saw
can't
that.
find a teenage girl?
Security is geared towards monitoring people coming in
She's
and out of the academy.
she's good. She's
Finding a person already
smarter
hiding
than you
inside
think.
is much trickier, sir.
If you were to analyze all security camera recordings from the last few days, would you be able to quickly isolate Rikiko Oreo?
As long as I get help from the lab at headquarters. It shouldn't take me more than 15 minutes or so.
Then get started.
So, you said Roichi Oreo. How'd you track down our killer from this obscure artist?
You were looking
Because of
for
his name.
originality, right, Kogami?
Originality?
Yes, sir. See, well, our killer, her message struck Mr. Kogami as boring, so he thought to use, you know, profiling to find a lead. Or sort of.
Kogami, how long have you known these two murders were not committed by Kozaburo Toma? Was it from the start of our investigation?
The killer we're after now
Probably.
displays her victims in places where she's certain they'll attract the most attention.
Yep.
But if it were
That's true.
Kozaburo Toma, on the other hand, he'd never
It'd be
use
the
an
opposite.
ordinary park twice in a row.
Your profile aside, we still lack hard proof the killer's Rikako.
That may be, but we can't have a person with a high crime coefficient out walking the streets either. Right, sir?
All the recordings
true.
are downloaded now. I'll put them on the wall.
She looks pretty popular for a murderer. Almost like
I mean,
she's
she's
got her
the...
own fan club.
Wow, you literally kind of said
this
it.
camera?
Yeah, she's the president, right?
The
Yeah, I think
garbage
so,
disposal
of the club.
facility behind the dorms.
What the hell's she doing there?
Whoa. Jesus. Well, it'll attract attention there, that's for sure. Holy shit, and he's just listening? What? To this guy.
I didn't know you were a music fan, Mr. Shibata.
Yes,
Wow.
I'm always
Wow.
looking for
Totally
promising young
music.
talent to mentor. There's no better feeling than finding them an audience for their work.
Sure.
Vice Principal! The police just found 2 more bodies on the Academy grounds!
Oh no, not again.
Dude, I recognize that voice. Is that what I think it was? Yep.
Must have been
She
very
just has to.
personal.
She just has to
How
win
did
this
you
shit.
know?
Good
It's
lord.
the look in your eyes.
There's something important I never worked up the courage to tell Kagami. She'd been so worried for Yoshika. All she cared about was finding out what happened to her best friend.
Yep.
I was the one who told her to ask Rikiko. If I could go back, I'd never let her go alone.
Oh man, poor girl.
I'm responsible. It's like I'm the one who murdered her. If I hadn't said that, she'd still be alive.
It's true, but you can't. You didn't know. You had no idea.
We still have too many unanswered questions. The escape route that was used by Rikiko. The stuff down in the basement. No matter how smart she may be, these aren't things a high schooler can manage on her own.
Exactly.
I think there's someone helping her.
Oh yeah.
What if, like
I
you
think you
said,
know who it is, Kogami.
what's wrong?
I think you know exactly
Some
who
of
it
the
is.
data is damaged. When Kinezica first downloaded all of it, everything was in pristine shape.
It looks like all the damage has been done to the feed from the art room camera.
It's unwatchable. Hold on.
Really?
This one. I think we can restore the audio.
Okay.
Why do you find it so necessary to use students here as the subjects for your
There it is. There it is.
Boarding school. What are your thoughts on Oso Academy's curriculum, Mr. Makishima?
Are you sure this is the
Oh
right
my
way?
god. Dude, we're getting there.
Chegu-san?
Good lord.
Rikiko Oreo, there's something I need to know before this is all over.
Okay.
Do you realize what you've done wrong? What you've done to disappoint me? Your dear mentor?
What? What on earth are you talking about?
Oh god.
I didn't do
Oh
anything
god, he's
wrong.
about to fucking.
Well, if you don't realize what you've
Oh,
done
this is gonna
wrong,
get
you
really
certainly
fucked up.
can't discuss it. My fears have sadly come true. Your growth has stunted. It's so depressing. When I first met you, I thought, here's a smart girl with great things in her future.
Wait, please, Mr. Makishima. If you're mad at me, I'm sorry.
I like this quote from Titus Andronicus. And so should I rob my sweet sons of their fee? No, let them satisfy their lust on thee.
What the fuck?
What is this?
The hunt is up. The morn is bright and gray. The fields are
What the
fragrant.
fuck is about to happen?
Uncouple here, and let us make a bay. They told me here at dead time of night, 1,000 fiends, 1,000 hissing
What the
snakes,
fuck?
10,000 swelling toads, as many urchins would make such fearful and confused cries.
What the fuck? He's just having a great time. Fucking hell.
Listen, fair madam.
Good
Let
lord.
It be your glory to see her tears, but be your heart to them as unrelenting flint to drops of rain. And so now,
Good
go tell,
lord.
and if thy
What
tongue
the
of yours
fuck?
can speak it, who 'twas that cut thy tongue and ravished thee. Write
Oh
down
my
thy
god,
mind,
dude,
array thy
the
meaning
the
so,
the humming
if thy
too.
stones
Holy
will
shit.
let thee play the scribe.
He'll kill you. One day, Mr. Makishima will get bored and toss you away like me.
Don't you worry
It might be
about
true.
that.
Fucking hell. Oh my
In the end, you were
god.
nothing more than a little pet for him to play with.
A little
Like Mr.
pet.
Makishima, I did appreciate the fun you provided.
Her life was beast-like
What
and
the
devoid of
fuck
pity,
is this show?
and being so shall have like want of pity. A most fitting end for Rikako, courtesy of Titus Andronicus.
Was it fitting, though? Until tonight, I was under the impression you liked Rikako.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
I found a more
But he does not have a
interesting
heart.
I need you to get some information.
Wait, holy shit.
The man from the MWPSB who came to school, he is an enforcer. I believe his
Sure.
name's Kogami.
Oh, here we go.
Strange choice to set your sights on.
He is. But the man's instincts and intelligence are extreme.
Yeah, you're interested. You're interested.
I think Kogami should prove quite entertaining.
Wow. No words. No words. Even the outro is amazing. There it is. That's where they're gonna meet. Oh my god, this is just the greatest thing. Wow. This show is amazing. Dude, this is about to get insane. Are we about to get that next episode? The scene that we got in episode 1, is that what we're gonna get? That would be fucking insane. Or maybe like, okay, maybe not, yeah, maybe not next episode, you know, maybe like next set that I do, maybe like, I mean, I don't even know how much I'm gonna do, but we might get that in the next video. What the fuck is this show? What is this show? Yeah, I can definitely see why, you know, so many people, you know, love this show. They recommended it, you know, a lot of people praise this show. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Dude, oh my god, he's literally interested in that's I just can't stop thinking about that. That's the most intriguing part right now, even though there's like so many. Fucking hell, that was just so fucked up. He just keeps using literally everybody as a pet. Dude, that reminded me, when he said pet, that reminded me of Invincible. Oh my god, it's so fucked up. That is so fucked up. Good lord. He just keeps using all these people, and you know, he keeps making it seem like he likes them. You know what I mean? That's the most fucked part. He keeps making the person think that, you know, he likes them and he really wants to, you know, work with them, you know, get closer, and then he just tortures them. That's what he does. And that's how he kills them. And it's just fucking nuts. Oh my god. So, yeah, was that, no, wait, hold on. Because, you know, she was obviously trying to call someone. Was that, like, I mean, I forgot Dad's name, but that wasn't, I mean, yeah, was that, like, her brother or something? I need to, like, go back and, like, look at the name, because, no, oh, no, I think it was, yeah. I think it was her dad's name. Holy shit. That scene was just, dude, the humming too. Everything about that scene was perfect. Let's just clap it up for that scene. That scene at the end, maybe the best scene of the series. That scene was god tier, genuinely god tier. I mean, like I said, everything about it, the humming was perfect. You know, just everything. It was put together perfectly. It just was. Let me just go back real quick. Good lord, that scared the shit out of me. Let me just real quick look at this one more time. And she was also right because, you know, she was obviously talking about how, you know, this guy that, you know, shot him is gonna have the same fate of just being a pet to him. And it doesn't even seem like he cares, to be honest, because he just enjoyed that so much, and that is so fucked up. Yeah, I mean, the picture's here too. Fucking hell. That is so fucked. That was probably the most fucked up death of the show, of the series so far. The one in episode 1 was really fucked up. You know, that was horrible. There's been some really rough ones, but that one, oh my god, man, the way that, you know, the backstory too, with her father and everything. Good lord, that was, yeah, let me actually talk about the rest of the episode. And yeah, we're pretty much done. I mean, there's not, you know, I don't have a crazy amount to say. So yeah, obviously, yeah, we started off with a quick little recap. I wonder if they're gonna do that for each one, you know, from now on. You know, maybe they're gonna like recap it. And then yeah, we started off with you know, them talking about everything together, and then everyone, you know, started to slowly figure it out, but you know, they found out, of course, that, you know, two you know, girls had been killed at that school, and then, you know, they went there to, you know, see what was going on, and then yeah, Kogami figured it out. You know what I mean? All the art that her father created, and then yeah, he kind of just made the connection. This person was really useful. You know what I mean? This was really helpful. I wonder if we're gonna see him again. You know, that was really fucked up to go to that type of place, you know what I mean, where people are just kind of, you know, isolated from everyone, you know, and they cannot even leave because they would die. They would get killed if they leave. And then yeah, that's, he was so confident that he just, you know, kind of barged in, you know what I mean? This motherfucker, you know, didn't allow him to you know, pull the trigger, you know, but, you know, yeah, she of course died anyway, so, yeah, but, you know, of course, you know, Makishima got the satisfaction of killing her, which is just so, this show was dark in episode 1, but I don't know, I just think it hit another level in this one, you know? But yeah, they're slowly figuring out, you know, obviously the images, and yeah, the audio recording that he heard, he knows. That's literally a confirmation, pretty much. You know, luckily he managed to get that, you know what I mean, by just searching, and somehow he got that back. I really feel bad for the girl. You know, obviously I literally said it, I think I said it in the discussion in the episode 7, but you know, she was the one who, you know, basically told, I'll write her name down, I promise, but you know, she told her friend to, you know, obviously go to Rikuko, and yeah, that's what caused her death, and you know, obviously she's gonna feel responsible, which it's just really difficult for her. But I'm honestly just glad she's okay, to be honest, because, you know, yeah, you know, she seemed really nice and sweet, and you know, she didn't deserve that at all, to feel like that after she lost, you know, it seemed like her best friend, and you know, another great friend of hers, and you know, it's rough. It's just so difficult to take. And yeah, that last scene, just seeing her so horrified and really just, she was expecting it too, you know, that's the worst part, you know what I mean? She kind of knew it, and there wasn't really anything that she can do to stop it. And you know, that's why she told that guy, you know what I mean, you're next, buddy, you're next, this is gonna be you, and I don't know how long, but soon. And good lord, man, this show, it just gets more fucked up as you go on, and we're literally 8 episodes in, so I don't even know what to expect for, is this like, yeah, okay, I think that's just the lighting being weird. I thought I saw something on my face, but yeah, no. How does it show up 22 episodes? I just don't see what because he pretty much already figured it out, you know? And like I said, you know, maybe if it's not next episode, you know, it probably is going to be in the next video, you know, however many I do. Maybe I do 3 or 4, you know, maybe I do 9 to 11. I don't even want to do that just because of, you know why. Yeah, I think we're going to do 9 to 12. I don't even want to put the titles at, yeah, no. I think we're going to do 9 to, I don't know why I'm laughing, it's always serious, but you know, it's a, you know, it's dark humor, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I don't even want to, yeah, anyway, I don't know, however many I do, you know, we'll see, but I just feel like they're gonna meet each other in the next video. I mean, they have to, right? I just don't see how it gets delayed, you know, maybe, you know, of course they have, you know, a hard time finding him, you know, of course he's in a, you know, he's not easy to, hey guys, sorry I got cut off. Yeah, my phone died, but, you know, luckily I didn't lose the footage, that's all that matters. Yeah, I was basically just saying, you know, it's not gonna be easy to find him, you know, so, you know, I do wonder, though, you know, because obviously they met up in that, you know, tower, I guess, you know, which we, you know, I think we see in the intro and outro. You know, obviously we're gonna have to wait and see how all of that came to fruition, you know, how they managed to, I almost wonder if, you know, Makishima's just gonna tell him straight up, you know, meet me there. That would be so badass. Dude, this really is reminding me of Death Note. Good lord. Of a certain 2 characters, you guys know what I mean. I mean, it's not like super similar, but, you know, I don't know, it's just like something about it, you know, it's just, and that's of course a compliment, you know, I'm a massive Death Note fan, even more so than like the average person, you know, I still think the you know, latter part of Death Note, you know, the part that a lot of people criticize, I think it's fun. I don't think it's amazing. You know, it's obviously not as good as everything before, but no, I still think it's good enough. That's it. That's all I have to say. You know, like I said, I don't know how many I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna, you know, do another poll because I just enjoy doing them. To be honest, you know, I really do enjoy getting the, you know, opinions of you guys, and you know what I mean, just because it's good. I mean, I obviously, you know, do these, you know, so you guys can enjoy it, and you know, of course, so I can, you know, enjoy the shows, and you know, I definitely do want to, you know, do the amount that, you know, you guys would prefer, and you know, the amount that you guys think is the correct amount to do, and you know, just the cutoff point. You know, that's mainly the reason why I do the polls, because I mean, of course, I've never seen it, so I have no idea, but I think it was a good cutoff point. You know, here, even without asking, I think I did choose a good one. I say choose, but I mean, I just guessed, of course, because like I said, I have no idea, but that's it. So yeah, I think this ended up being like almost 2.5 hours, which is crazy. You know, I'm gonna really try and hurry up and, you know, get this edited, and yeah, just upload this as fast as possible. Luckily, I managed to, you know, upload, you know, 5 to 8. All of them are good on YouTube, so that's good. I'm gonna start doing that so that I can know beforehand. I hope the rest of the series is just good, and you know, I can do every single one, but you know, I think I'm asking for too much there, but no. I guess, you know, it was just lucky for these 4. You know, I managed to, you know, get all these on YouTube, so that's great. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.